Minnesota Today podcast is supported by Atomic Data, helping businesses meet the digital mandate. Atomic Data will help you meet your changing customer demands through software modernization, cloud migration, security hardening, and more. Visit atomicdata.com for more information.
Well, we made it to Friday. It is Friday, September 24th. This is Minnesota Today from NPR News. I'm Kathy Wurzer. Stories we're following today include the growing number of COVID infections among school kids and some staff in Minnesota. At least 95 Minnesota pre-K through 12 schools have reported COVID-19 outbreaks of 5 or more infections in the past 2 weeks. How many people are included in that number? 859. Yesterday, the State Health Department reported the first 2 COVID-19 deaths of school staff members this school year. Even as health experts nationwide see COVID waning through the fall, some pandemic metrics in Minnesota are touching levels they've not seen since January. Tim Nelson has more on that.
A key measure of the pandemic, the 7-day average of new cases, has been hovering around 2,200 all week. The state hasn't had a running average that high since the Christmas and New Year's holidays last winter. Active cases confirmed in the state are also up by 50% in the last 4 weeks. State health officials also reported 24 additional deaths in the latest data. That's the highest one-day total for that figure since February and pushes the 7-day rolling average into double digits for the first time since a spring wave of COVID infections and deaths peaked in June. The rising cases and deaths also come as new vaccinations continue to ebb, with the average number of first doses falling by half in the last 6 weeks. I'm Tim Nelson.
Heading into a re-election race next fall, Governor Walz finds his approval ratings at just under 50%. According to a new Minnesota poll from NPR News, KARE 11, the Star Tribune, and Frontline, 49% of registered voters approve of Walz's job performance, while 44% disapprove. 7% are undecided. A year ago, Walz had the approval of 57% of voters surveyed in a Minnesota poll. Walz has yet to announce a bid for re-election, but is expected to run again. In other news, the 19-year-old woman indicted alongside a former Minnesota Republican Party operative has pleaded not guilty to federal sex trafficking charges. Matt Sepik reports.
Prosecutors say Gisela Castro Medina used social media to seek out 15 to 17-year-old girls for Tony Lazzaro, who then allegedly gave them money and gifts in exchange for sex. A grand jury indicted Medina on 7 of the 10 counts her co-defendant is facing. Authorities arrested the 19-year-old in Florida last month and booked her into the Sherburne County Jail this week. Magistrate Judge Becky Thorson ordered Castro Medina to be detained in a halfway house as the case moves forward. In a separate hearing in late August, a judge ordered Lazzaro to remain jailed. The 30-year-old was a prolific fundraiser for Minnesota Republicans. He was close to former state party chair Jennifer Carnahan, who resigned after his arrest. Lazzaro has also pleaded not guilty. I'm Matt Sepik, Minneapolis.
Former Minneapolis cop Derek Chauvin is appealing his conviction of murdering George Floyd, and he's doing it himself, saying he's not able to pay for an attorney. In documents filed yesterday, Chauvin is raising some 14 issues with his prosecution. He's serving a 22-and-a-half-year prison sentence. We've done a lot of stories about the school bus driver shortage. It's a huge problem for school districts and many parents who are forced to drive their kids to school. So the superintendent of the St. Francis, Minnesota schools decided to take matters into her own hands. She's getting behind the wheel of a school bus as a newly licensed driver. Beth Giese posted on social media that she's decided to get licensed to help out. She served in the military and drove semis for 12 years, so she figures she had some decent on-the-job training. Giese says she's now ready to sub-drive when it's needed. Sports notes, the Twins beat the Toronto Blue Jays last night 7-2. The Twins have won 3 straight games, and they host the Blue Jays again tonight at Target Field. The Lynx begin postseason play Sunday against the Chicago Sky. Regional weather forecast today, speaking of skies, they're going to clear with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, though, late morning, afternoon around the region. Highs will be in the 60s today. Clear skies overnight with lows in the 40s. Weekend looks nice. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, Saturday, with highs in the 60s. Sunday, a little bit warmer. Highs will be in the 70s. And that's it for the early version of Minnesota Today. We have a PM version, too, you might want to check out. If you're looking for more news right now, you can stream us by going to nprnews.org. We've got that news app you can download. If you have smart speakers, tell them to play NPR News or just turn on the radio and listen that way. Hope you have a good weekend. I'm Kathy Wurzer.